Uh, do I continue? So now I'm just I just finished the second part, and they launched the video for the I just finished the part one of the article on Lucis Trust, and they launched directly the part two. The video. I stopped it and they put the record on directly. So okay, I wanted to take a break. I wanted to do something, but okay, perhaps I should go about it directly. I will. You know what? I'm going to do that. I read the introduction, and there is a bit of research that I have been overlooking in the part one. For instance, I see that there is a Tibetan master here that is called Joal Kul. Joal Kul. Um, so I'm going to take a look a bit about what this person is or has been doing. And after these couple five lines, after those five lines of introduction, I'm gonna hit pause and do stuff, drink a coffee, eat a little, listen to music, take a break, drink water, and we're gonna go about the following about the part two, which is the ageless. So the part two is called the Doctrinal Universe of the Lucis Trust. Then the first subpart is called the Ageless Wisdom Reinterpreted. Then it's the coordinates of the ballet corpus, and there is last part which is about the millenarian vision, the reappearance of the Christ and the New Age. So here I have been called Jesus, and I see 101 that they might want to make me appear as the continuation of the work of Alice Belay to some extent, or to fuck my mindset up with this. And I will not say that everything that has been incorporated in the body of work that has been associated with the name Alice Belay is bullshit, but I won't say either that I am a pure continuation of her body of work, because first and foremost, the body of work that is labeled as belonging to her writings, uh, I do not know it. I never read it. I just know some names from some research that I had been doing beforehand, like Blavatsky. That has been a name cited as important in esoteric uh, uh, recent doctrine in the New Age philosophy. Uh, so I have met this name, and I thought that it was um, linked to some type of magic, as in my previous knowing of magic was that uh, she was probably um, mastering some type of power that is it really sounds like magic, that is unknown. It's like magic is like from Magus, and Magus is like from uh, kings, basically. So it's something that it's magic. It's magic. You don't know how it's powerful, and you don't know how it happened, but it happened. It's magic, right? It's just that people are working so that things would appear in a certain way, and so that you wouldn't know how it happened. And then it's like, wow, amazing, this is magic. So there is this. Then for the rest, I don't know if real magic as we know it, like the fairies, like Oberon, Aubert, a king of fairies, like Aubert. This is a name, an Illuminati name. Bloodline 13 and 2. Uh, like there is a mise à jour, an update with all my referential. And so I thought that it was like the power of manifesting. Uh, I thought that it was related to this. I right now I have no clue. Like I imagine that there are some real psychics out there, that there are some real um, human power and the power of the mind, with the power of the mind of some sort. Like extraordinary abilities. I imagine that it's real, but at the same time, I don't know if it's real or not. It's like I just see what I can do, and I see that it's extraordinary, extraordinary. It's out norm. It's outstanding. It stands out of the norm. So it's an exception. It's exceptional. So I just see that I'm doing exceptional things, you know, so that I am therefore exceptional. Uh, and so because you Illuminati. It's because you put makeup. That's why you're exceptional. Oh la la. Yeah. It's like they make me do this. They make me do shit like this all the time. But my nose has been broken. It's like there is a hole here. There is not a hole here. They broke my nose. I still look pretty. I still look straight. But it broke my nose. Okay. I'm pretty sure this was calculated with some AI so that when it's gonna do this and when it's gonna break in a certain way, then it's gonna just rearrange everything so that my face will still appear like super symmetric, shit like this. So we're gonna destroy, but destroy in an uplifting manner. Which is what is supposed to be happening. It's like if there is destruction, it's supposed to transform it into something that is constructive. Like transformation. But them, it's just like death to use this for my death, to use this for my death. Okay. Um, and then they want to be almighty. Well, they want to. If you're destroying everything, you're destroying yourself as well and your own power. This. Nah. It's like they even want to corrupt destruction itself. So I imagine that an ultimate power of destruction is. Wait a minute. I have done this. I do shit like this. The fuck? I do shit like this. I did this. Wait. I do shit like this. It's like this was a patient of mine, like Brazilian. Ha 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 ha. Brazilian bracelet. I love to do this. I love to do this shit. Looks good, right? It looks professional. It looks like I could sell it. Or it looks like it's a finished product, right? It's like I can put it there. It looks so professional. What the fuck? I started to do super com- uh, complicated shit as well. So like, and depending on your size, I was making jewelry at some point when I was younger. I was starting to put to do some necklace composition, a bit like this one. So, but like more rudimental because I was starting. I didn't really finish, continued in that way. So yeah, look at this. Ah, perhaps I could do a better note, but this works out. It's cool. No. And it looks good both sides. I was really serious about it. You see that I did a little mistake there. This proves that I did it. There is a mistake. It's too perfect to be true. I don't know. I am so talented. It's crazy. Uh, so yeah. Okay. There is a track of Amber Mark that is called So Yeah. I love what she does, but sometimes when I see that my work is putting too many things and that they are still not paying me billions that they owe me, I'm a bit frustrating. So, logic, right? Anyway, so that's quite the introduction. Huh? The foundation of Lucis trust. Oh yeah, perhaps it's good if I do a little feedback recap because the other video is 3 hours. So we've been seeing that more or less they are making in the article they are making a parallel between what's happening with me right now and her story. So they've been infusing some parts of my stories, some elements of my stories to describe what has been happening with her. I see in her life, I see that there is a now what I need to sort out is to which extent this could be her life or my life. Because it's as well possible that for my training to understand better what was going on with her influential work, so said her influential work, I have no doubt that she could have been brilliant. There's no doubt about that. I just don't trust the the order, which is logic, right? I see that they are just scammers, so I suspect that she was only the face of the body of work that has been going on, and that she was most probably be she was a serial killer. 100%. She has been killing babies. She has been killing dogs, cats. She has been torturing people alive. She has been breaking bones, dismembering people. She has been burning people as well, I suppose. She has been doing the worst that you can imagine, being at the head of a human trafficking network as well, I suppose. Or not. I don't know. I can't tell. She stole from people. She's been sinful for being uh, labeled as being the instrument of Satan. And so I suspect as well that as a scene, she she would some of the work of other people who have been labeled as in her name as the proof that she was a master. Like she had uh, some type of that she had some slaves, some intellectual slaves, to some extent, uh, intellectual slaves, because they are in this framework like master slave. It's like the world is my intellectual slave to some extent. If you cannot think on your own and have to absolutely go about what I'm thinking, what I'm saying, what I'm stating, what I'm living, then it makes yourself being the slave of me. And so it's like enslaving yourself to my own experience of life, right? That makes sense. Uh, and so this is what has been going on in this first part. Um, I can analyze that there is some of the article that is explaining what is more or less happening right now, or could give some light, could enlighten about the position in which the contextual, cultural, and religious position in which we are all situated right now in the order and out of the order, but more specifically in the order, because there is some type of religious clash between practices and thinking, different type of thinking, and they are making a parallel with this as well, like what I am bringing some new type of insights that are clashing with what's currently happening. But at the same time, I'm saying that what's currently happening is not dogmatic at all, because it's a deviation of the original text, which is as well stated in the article as well. They say that she was saying exactly the same thing, um, that she was going through an exact same process, that she was as well a wounded healer. So basically, it's like, she was a Arno Valguli. Can't you understand it? It's been exactly the same. What are you doing? And so this is as well like quite smart to some extent, because like it's kind of attacking me, so it's good. To some of what they have to do, what the secret services has to do, but at the same time it's devious, because it means that it's bringing the people that are really into her writings. It means that it's like transferring all this foundational body of work to me. It's plugging all the people that swore allegiance to her foundational thinking and her dynamic to directly me, so it brings like a crowd of people, or a bridge. It makes a bridge, you know so it's like, I'm like, right now I'm like, fuck that, stop corrupting everything, and uh infusing and bending it with my own experience of life, with insight from my own experience of life, and just be truthful. And just stop correcting everything. It's like there's no point in doing this. It's like shooting yourself uh, uh, um, in the foot, because you doubt yourself as well of what has been going on. It's like you're fucking your own foundation up. But then I suppose as well that they are in some type of kamikaze suicide mission, because they know that they are fucked, but somehow they can still like influence. They still have had some type of influence, so they leveraged it to bring as much damage as possible in the fall to absolutely anyone around. Like, I think that right now they're realizing that this is the only course of action that they can go through. While when I was in Barcelona, they thought they still had a shot at it. Now they realize more and more that it's actually that the little voice that told them that it was an impossible mission was actually true, was actually saying the truth, and that they have no chance to fight it. They can only damage as much as possible that they can on the falling. Take the hit, as I thought I had to do, which is what they want, right? They want to be like me, so be like me. Perhaps through your fall, you're gonna find revelations. Woo! And become some wounded healers yourself. So accept the fall. Accept that you're gonna face suicide. You do. Accept it. If you're strong enough, suicide yourself. Otherwise, perhaps 30 months of torture are gonna be what is gonna save you. Because I too was sick at the beginning of my execution program. But then I healed thanks to work and diligence around around mental health. Thanks to diligent work to help people feeling better. It's good to know, it's good to notice that some psychiatrists and psychologists are Satanists themselves and want to kill the world as well. So, but perhaps those people are more enlightened and can steer away with more ease from such such a position. I guess that most of them can, except if they are like psychopaths, addicted to the killing and having kind of programmed themselves into some insane type of reasoning loopholes, like circle of reasoning loops that just keep them stuck in their killing motion. It's like if you don't accept that you're a serial killer and that your reasoning is flawed because it's educated, then if you aren't able to face it and reason with it and question it, doubt it reasonably, doubt it with reason, then it's a bit It's harder, if not impossible. So we are still in the introduction. So the foundation, so this was a little of a recap, plus additional information. So this is what was happening a little in the part one. This helps me as well to reframe and reflect on what I read. This is good. So yeah, the foundation, part two, the doctrinal universe of the Lucis Trust. The foundation of the Lucis Trust is a vast, complex, esoteric system detailed in 24 books attributed to Alice Bailey and her Tibetan master Djwal Khul. This body of work, often referred to as the ageless wisdom teachings, represents both a continuation of and a significant departure from its theosophical roots, creating a distinct doctrinal universe that has profoundly influenced modern spirituality. So I don't know at all what they've been saying in there, but apparently they want to be holistic, so they are plugging every type of knowledge into one type of reasoning, like to reinforce that they have all the arguments to bring you towards the essence of the truth, I guess. Some type of shit like this, which I might probably write as well. So, Razal Ghul. Oh, Ghul, cool, good, cool. Ah, he might be from my bloodline, from the Ghuli. Huh. Again, writing religions, right? For me right now, it's like I have a philosophy of life, which can be as well called a religion. I see religions as philosophy of life, moral codes, and you can see my work as the type of birth of a new religion, if we may think about it that way. It's like a belief system. I see as well, like with some reasoning, some stuff that are backing your own vision of life, like inspiring you like to move forward. It's like religion. This is some motivation of life and of action. Basically, like some quotes, some framework in which you see the world. And so somehow everybody has been preaching my words. It's like I could call it the school of growth, the growth school, right? The church of growth. Why not? The regenerative church of growth. And then I could be like, I am Master Honorable Guri from the regenerative church of growth. The church of regenerative growth. I don't know, the CGR. What? CRG. RCG. And I'm sure like some of them are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take the energy of this. I'm gonna make this sound. A new bone. Go fetch. Super chéri ou réalité? Super chéri ou réalité? So here. Oh my god. So theosophy with the Ouroboros, the Nazi sign, the Israel 6.8 star sign, and the key of life from Egypt. There is no religion higher than the truth, But it feels like it's brand new. It feels like it's brand new. It's like those are all symbols that I have been mentioning. It's like either they put me on that trail, either they change it, either both. This is not changing. The article is not changing. I'm trying to see other versions. They keep showing the same side part. Okay, so here it's not anymore. Okay, so something has been fabricated right there. They changed it. They changed it. So it means that why would it do this? It's sickness 100%, but there's a point to this from the people who are executing the orders. I guess that if I meet trustworthy individuals at some point, I would be able to see through it all. If I meet the people who have been like manufacturing the thing, for instance, providing me with the truth and more references where I can find some other things that are backed up by other people and blah, I guess that I will be able to understand what's going on better. It's gonna be more and more it's going to be easier and easier given that people are less and less punished for stating the truth or what they think is the truth. En ce qui concerne le personnel, c'est égalisé quand on va analyser. So Jebel Kur is somehow an important figure, but the Wikipedia article is only translated in 8 languages. Vietnamese, Portuguese, Italian, French, Spanish, German, Russian, and Ukrainian and Russian. It's like now I don't trust myself into reading that article because I'm like, am I gonna read it for an hour? It's like, oh, it's not so long. 3 hours later. Well, at least I said things. Uh, I'm, uh, I'm joking. Oh, there's the Age of Aquarius here. Okay, let's go. I'm not stopping, I'm just reading. I made that promise to myself and I will keep it. I won't say anything more, except if I need to reflect to understand. So, Jval Kul, also called Master Decay, Decay, is believed by some theosophists and others to be Tibetan disciple in the ageless wisdom esoteric tradition. To be a Tibetan disciple in the ageless wisdom esoteric tradition. The text describe him as a member of the spiritual hierarchy. Okay, so the hierarchy, spiritual hierarchy, externalization of the hierarchy is a book of Alice Bailey. So the spiritual hierarchy, or brotherhood of Mahatmas, higher spirit, one of the master of the ancient wisdom, ancient ascended master, known as Mahatmas. Okay, so sorry. The text describe him as a member of the spiritual hierarchy or brotherhood of Mahatmas, one of the masters of the ancient wisdom, defined as the spiritual guides of mankind and teachers of ancient cosmological, metaphysical, and esoteric principles that form the origin of the world's great philosophies, mythologies, and spiritual traditions. According to theosophical writings, Jva is said to work on furthering the spiritual evolution of our planet through the teachings offered in the 24 books by Alice Bailey of Esoteric Teachings published by the Lucis Trust, then named the Lucifer Publishing Company. He is said to have telepathically transmitted the teachings to Bailey and is thus regarded by her followers as the communication director of the Master of the Ancient Wisdom. communications director. I'm pausing here. It's like I was reading what the other Wikipedia article was about. It's like director of communications. It's linked to, so it's like it's something different. But it's like they say that they're directing like internal and external direct communication uh, telepathically. So if we talk about mind control for a second, I've seen references that it might have been doctored information or relevant information showcasing that in 1911 it was already going on, and perhaps Tesla wanted to show the world that it was already possible to by then use some type of technology that were transmitting energy or electricity through space without the need of having cables. So in 1911, um, because it's been blocked by fuck. I'm commenting right now. I'm putting things in perspective. Um, so yeah, I'm posing right now because in that context, it feels plausible that uh, perhaps not him, but some type of other hidden people were communicating, sending information to Alice Bailey through with this technology, with an early version of uh, the mind control technology. It's possible, or she was really channeling something, or somebody else was really channeling something. But I doubt 100% that this person was telepathically transmitting 24 books to Alice Bailey. Why not writing them yourself, right? So, in theosophy and the writing of Alice Bailey, Chvalkul name first appeared in the work of Madame Blavatsky, a co-founder of the Theosophical Society and the author of The Secret Doctrine, published in 1988, 1888, which was primarily written by Kuthumi and Moria, according to Blavatsky and others in the Mahatma letters. Yeah, so you see here it's a bit chaotic, huh? It's like if I'm making sense of it, it's like she wrote the secret doctrine, but then she didn't write it because Kuthumi, who was also a master who met Alice Bailey, is the one with Moria who wrote it. So yeah, she just labeled it at her name, and then the Grand Ascended Masters, the Mahatmas, bringing philosophies and mythologies and spiritual tradition, making sense of philosophies, mythologies, and spiritual traditions to the people. Those Mahatmas uh, were saying that actually she was not, she didn't wrote this, and that she admitted as well that she didn't do it. but she still labeled it at her name. This is what is said here. Bellet writes in August 1934 in the first person voice of decay, I am a Tibetan disciple of a certain degree, and this tells you but little, for all are disciples from the humblest aspirant up to beyond the Christ himself. I live in a physical body like other men on the borders of Tibet, and at times, from the esoteric standpoint, preside over a large group of Tibetan lamas when my other duties permit. In some writings, his name was omitted and he was referred to by abbreviation Master Decay or the appellation the Tibetan. The way it's written, it's a bit like, I think there might be some neuro-linguistic programming shit in it, because like you're like, oh, wow, right? It's like, I am a Tibetan disciple of a certain degree, and this tells you but little, for all disciples from the humblest aspirant up to and beyond the Christ himself. It's like he is supposed to be Buddhist, and he like evokes the Christ himself, and it's transcribed here. And beyond is something that I used as well. So I live in a physical body like other men on the borders of Tibet, and at times, from the esoteric standpoint, preside over a large group of Tibetan lamas when my other duties permit. It sounds a bit like how I talk as well, right? No, I don't know. So then, if it looks like how I talk, I'm like, wow, I talk well. When it's not corrupted by the technology or enhanced by the technology. And when it's enhanced by the technology is good. I said I just read it. What the fuck? In 1919, Alice Belays, born in 1980 and dead in born in 1880 and dead in 1949, severed her links with the Theosophical Society for various reasons, and later began writing books she described as being telepathically dictated to her by Chval Kul, whom she referred as the Tibetan, later associated with the initials DK. According to Bailey, her DK was the main author behind Blavatsky, The Secret Doctrine. Bailey stated that after initial resistance, she was eventually persuaded by the quality of what she had written in dictation in the first week's work with DK to continue to write down the communication from this source. She wrote for 30 years from 1919 to 1949. But then it's like, what I'm thinking as well right now, because they didn't want me to meditate, I'm thinking that perhaps they've been conspiring to take over some part of the religion to their advantage and make it look like they are Satanists as well, while they might not be Satanist based. Perhaps it's something that has like a better end, and so they sought to corrupt it and to make it look like it's as well part of Satanism. that's possible. Because if it's a better philosophy, it's better to plugging onto your own system and make it look like they're conspiring with you, right? Food for thought. Ballet wrote that Jvalku's intention was the revelation of esoteric teaching that were valuable for the continued training and teaching of spiritual aspirants in the 19th and early 21st century. She believed her work was done on behalf of the spiritual hierarchy of advanced beings that included Jvalkul, whose sole interest was to guide humanity towards the establishing of goodwill and right human relations, the vital first steps that would help prepare the way for the reappearance of the Christ, called by Theosophists the Maitreya, the Maitreya, Maitreya. Alice Bailey's 24 books with Decay were to be the second in a series of three revelations, after Blavatsky, The Secret Doctrine, that were meant present. Because what I'm thinking right now is like, it's like they're saying that she is the second step into a series of three revelation, and that the first step was the secret doctrine from Blavatsky, which was not from Blavatsky but from ascended masters, and then some Buddhists being into the reincarnation of the Christ. Okay. You see that there is something happening right there. uh I had no doubt that Buddhism could be like evil to some extent, but uh, I'm just trying to sort things out to see what's possible and what's not possible, and like to go on one end to the other end. What I'm prompted to do as well. So Alice Ballet's 24 books. So yeah, I was thinking that this is the second step, which would make probably me doing the third thing, the third thing, the third thing, the third thing. Which one is it? You know. It's like, oh, I told you that they were part of it. As far as I know, for now, uh, I'm doing my best so that the shit would stop. I don't care about the stories around it's like if I had to go through the stories and blah, I'll go through them as long as it all stops, right? As long as I see the thing going in the right direction so that it stops, I'm like, so be it. So you can be that manipulated as well through stories. It's like if you trust me, and if I am a figure of authority is because you trust my story as well, so that you know. So Alice Bailey's 24 books with Decay were to be the second in a series of three revelations after Blavatsky's The Secret Doctrine that were meant present that were meant to present the preparatory teachings that would serve to usher in the new age referred to as the age of Aquarius, because the astrological sign of Aquarius will soon succeed this present Piscean cycle in the cycle of the astrological ages. Okay, so I need to check that out. The the it looks like fireworks, the image that I'm seeing, and fireworks has been a symbol of killing the psychopath that are taking everything down. So it's funny to see the chakras with like some fireworks. Anyway, so the Aquarius conspiracy. Mm. Usher was a tribe close to the tribe of Judah, tribe of Philistine, Philistia, close to the tribe of Ra, tribe of Moabit. Okay. So, in a preface included in many of Ballet's books, Chvalkul, in the dictation described by Ballet, refers to the fact that he has been reported to be an abbot of a Tibetan monastery and the spiritual preceptor of a large group of lamas. She wrote that he lived in northern India near the borders of Tibet. Other than that, the books do not include personal details about Shvalkul, and the dictated content focuses on his esoteric teachings. Of the minimal personal details, Belay writes that Shvalkul considers himself a disciple of a certain degree in the spiritual, non-physical ashram of the master Kuthumi, who is considered by theosophists and other students of Alice Belay's books to be another member of the same spiritual hierarchy of advanced beings. C.W. Leadbeater claimed that he saw Jvalkul teleport into a room in which he and Madame Blavatsky were sitting. Okay, so Leadbeater. Yesterday I wrote about les lois du plomb in France, and in French, plomb means lead. And I was saying that this is written in the title, uh, that they like to do this, that you have something written in the title and then it delivers you with the fuck ups in the that is put in the title. Um, it's about agriculture, so poisoning, lead poisoning, and like pesticides. It's about to authorize more pesticides or reduce pesticides. Um, and I was writing that it's written in the title that it's about poisoning food, so that it's 101, like, just don't read it, doesn't matter. This is right now what they are doing, like they just want to kill everyone. Don't trust it, just no. If it's like the TAFTA with the MGO, what I was thinking is that it's very cool, like they are saying right now, that He's a Tibetan from an from a spiritual hierarchy of advanced beings. I'm thinking that she might be a multiple personality disorder person, and that surely if she was in blood rituals, and if she is the instrument of Satan, so that Shvalkul might be one of her altars, and that uh, she was not channeling him, but being him, and that she thought she was from Tibet and stuff like that. Then this teleportation thing is like it's bullcrap until proven wrong. Um, so in the other New Age movement, Bellade's work and her books with Jval were published by the Lucis Trust, an organization she set up with her husband Foster Belay. Over time, Jvalkul's name has appeared in the writings about ascended masters, a phrase not used by Belays of various New Age organizations such as the Ascended Masters teachings of Elizabeth Clare Prophet, who claims that she has channeled Jvalkul as well as the other Mahatmas, such as Kuthumi and the Master El Moria, among many others, resulting in dozens of volume transcriptions. The leader of these groups described themselves as having direct contact with him and others and other masters of wisdom to be working as their disciple of the physical plane. So Jvalkul might be actually Satan. What they think is Satan. So that might be a code name actually. Ascended masters. So if they are ascended, it means that they are closer to some type of higher spiritual hierarchy, spiritual being. You see, they are a bit described as if they were gods, right? So okay. Previous incarnation, according to Elizabeth Clare Prophet, one of Dracula's previous incarnation was as Caspar, one of the three wise men, the one who gave gold to Jesus. Biblical Magi, also known as the three wise men, three kings, and three Magi, the Roi Mage, we call them in French, are distinguished foreigners who visit Jesus after his birth, bearing gifts of gold, frankincense, and myth in homage to him. The feast day of Epiphany. Three magus. One gives gold, the second gives frankincense, and myrrh in homage to him at his birth. Uh, I have spotted like some type of discrepancy. Like here in the writing, they say that version later. Yeah, here it's a bit obscured. It says that in 1919 she stopped being in the Theosophical Society, while and then started writing books. While in the article it is said that in the part one it is said that she started to um, write her first book uh, this is said the breaking point with the Theosophical Society came when the Theosophical Society's press, after initially publishing the first few chapters, refused to continue printing her first book, Initiation, Human and Solar. So here you see that there is some type of inaccuracy that's going on. While it's all like everything is controlled right now in what I am reading. It's like it's not a coincidence. It's not like it's hardware control, like it's vetted and blah. So like if you want to make it appear as 100% polished and aligned, it does. Discrepancies and loopholes and gray zones are there in purpose. It's not. It's for it's what do I want to say? It's to tell you go sniff there. Search, go fetch, like I do all the time. We are doggos searching for information, sniffing around. So in other New Age movements, Belle's work and her books with Trial Cool were published by the Lucis Trust, an organization that she. Oh, okay. I already read this. So previous incarnation. Ah, yeah, criticism. I was at criticism. And at the same time, I wanted to check. So where is the C? They changed the C. Where's the S? I'm looking at the logo of the Lucis Trust because it's there is a girl doing some logos in the same way that the logo of the Lucis Trust. Clicking to my old product from Stalk Yourself, my marketing link, Etsy has blocked my page, and they try to take advantage of this. They have been trying to take advantage of this to refer my influence to redirect it to another shop, to other shops, to other products. And one of the main products that stood out was from a girl doing some type of logo like the one that can be seen on the Lucis Trust. So this tells me that she's high ranking in Satanism, and that Etsy is a group of high-ranking people as well then. the head of Etsy. And perhaps that's why I kept coming back on the platform, and that they kept thanking me, thanking my businesses. That would make sense. So Etsy should be destroyed. Criticism. The teachings of Dracul, as conveyed through Ballet's many books in his name, discuss many controversial topics such as nationalism, race relations, American isolationism, Soviet totalitarianism, fascism, Nazism, and Zionism. I was thinking earlier that I am a prior of Zion, apparently. Or they want me to appear as a prayer of Zion because I'm delivering secretive information, which would make me a prayer of Zion, because I could be delivering some type of information that is not as accurate as it could be. So I could be as well through me some information that are erroneous could be vehiculated. um Yet the game now is not to do that, to tank everything. And if it's erroneous, it's to tank the erroneous itself. So I'm still delivering information, like some things that are directly related to what's happening directly in my life, and they are directly related to my body of work. Like you can see directly what it is pretty straightforward. So this type of information is supposed to remain secretive, for instance. And I'm delivering cues as well on patterns that I can observe from there on. So it's grounded from some type of information that is visible. And so there is very little margin for interpretation, and it's backing some type of what could be considered as theoretical and allegations. So it just grounded the thing, and from what I can see, it's are emerging some patterns, what has been done to me, and what I can see in the way they are acting and stealing my work. So it's possible that I'm saying shit, like erroneous things, but a lot of what I say is backed up, like by I have been surviving the impossible, right? So I know what I have lived through. And I have absolutely no problem going through the process of discussing the validity of my claims, like claims of what I have been advancing, the information that I have been delivering. I have absolutely no issue with that, right? It's like, if anything, it brings me closer to what's actually happening. So I gladly go through the process of this. I'm saying process now. I would like not to say the process. Through the um, process is the right word, but I have been using it in the article talking about the church of in the article, yeah, in the main article, stage 2, uh, I have been using it, and so I like um, to not use that word to steer away a bit more from their framework, because I know what it is. Uh, like it fucks me up a little to some extent, like it makes me feel paranoid. So must it might make you feel paranoid as well. So I'd rather not use that word. So in the process, in the course of development, in the growth, in the means, in the measure, in the mechanism, in the movement, in the operation, the practice, procedure, proceeding, progress, rule, step, system, technique, trial, advanced channel, evolution, fashion, formation, manner, mode, outgrowth, performance, progression, routine, stage, suit, transaction, unfolding, wise, working, course of action, modus operandis, red tape. So in my course of action, in my course in my progression, in my development, in how things develop, progress, I have no issue discussing and debunking some of what I've been saying, how I've been saying it, why I have been saying it that way, most probably, and so on. I have no issue um, stating that it might be wrong what I've been saying, like only for the sake of knowing, getting closer to what's actually happening. Like if so, I have no problem with that. I have done that for a time. But then, like I perfectly know that there are some cognitive biases that makes it that you could discredit me because I'm discrediting myself to some extent. It's like if I qualify what I say as probably being erroneous, wrong, then where should you put your trust into? You're more inclined, technically, hypothetically, theoretically, you're more inclined in refuting my own the information that I deliver to you, because I qualified it myself as being potentially erroneous. So you would agree that it's potentially erroneous, which would erode the trust that you put into the validity of what the information that I'm providing to you, what I'm stating. So um some would rather just say that they're right all the time, no matter what, even if it's wrong. I am from another school. I am from another spirit philosophy. I'd rather discredit myself and try to understand openly why I'm discrediting myself, or what's going on with with what I'm saying, why and how it has been wrong, so that I would then be able to reinforce the actuality of what I'm, what is, like, because this is the point. Do you understand what I mean? It's like this make me go further forward. This make me move forward. To say less and less everness things, because this is the point. So I have no problem like owning that. Like this is, there's a risk. There is a risk. I don't know all the facts. It's like what I'm reading here. It could be wrong. So then I'm reading this to you. So then this could be wrong. Yet we are all thinking together from that standpoint, right? We are like moving forward together, and we need still moving forward, right? It's moving forward in one direction, and it could be that later on we meet some other information, and so we just go in another direction, right? So this is the way I go. I had to go that way. I hate it. I hate it. I really hate it. But I had to. So now this is how we roll. Okay? And I trust that this has an impact. And as long as it has an impact, moving in the right direction, in a direction that is more constructive, then we can trust that. But for now, they're still doing shit, and it's still like an escalating of violence. What I trust is that it's getting better in my life. I trust that measure. You know, what I want is, I have seen as well that some network of pedophilia have been dismantled. For instance, I trust that the crazy that has been going on around me for at night, with the information that I have been providing, have been like stopping totally at some point, like 100% stopped. The things that I have seen, I trust it. And so from there, even if they try to mask it, I still trust that this is effective work, that it is fucking things up and slowing down the killing eventually. Now it's already slowing down the killing. Uh, um, I trust that, like, for instance, I don't know if that's good or not, but like France is has left Senegal after 60 years, 61 years, I think, of presence uh, in Senegal. They left. Perhaps not the way we think they left, but they left officially. This is a step forward, right? So I trust as well the following thing, which is that the Congo, I think, um, Republic of Congo made France pay for uranium. They were paying like, France were paying like strictly almost nothing, and now have to pay up. So this means that more money is going there. Perhaps there is more killing there as well. I don't know. Like, because you need to transfer the pain to some other type of things. I don't have all the information. I just trust that this is good news. And so it looks good. It looks going in the right motion, with the right philosophy. I have seen that the traffic has been slowing down as well in Barcelona. When I was there, the crazy has totally stopped when I was there. So I trust that this is the same dynamic that those movements are following. So Zion, I have been wondering about that because if I am like from the prayer of Zion, it's like I would be like from the prayer of Zion, but I'm not even sure about what it is. But I'm still saying this for a reason, right? Uh, okay, so the books include so from Alice Belay of Chvalkul. Chvalkul might be yeah a nickname for Satan. So the books include content line with the then current 19th century and early 20th century ideas and views about people of African descent, Aboriginal Australians, the Jewish people and Arabs, and of Judaism and Orthodox Christianity and fundamentalist movement of both East and West, and her views have been criticized as such. Author Le Pen, Lee Pen, Leepenn, and not Le Pen, has written that Bailey expressed hatred for Judaism in many of her books. Russian historian Viktor Schnirelman says racist and anti-Semitic trends are explicit in the occult teachings of Alice Bailey, founder of the New Age movement. Considered the founder? Shit. And her followers, who wish to cleanse Christianity and its Jewish inheritance and reject the Jewish Bible as a prerequisite for entering the age of Aquarius. This type of information, for instance, I hate reading this because, like, I am a New Age schooler. This is why, like, manifestation and all that. I mean, like, ooh, okay. I step back from this. I need to check uh, what the foundations are about before diving further, because I see that all that I have been experiencing in my life, what I thought was validating the evidence of the New Age movement, uh, I see that it has most likely all been manufactured. So, or most likely, perhaps not. Perhaps yes, perhaps not. I can't. I I don't know what has been going on behind the curtain. It's like it's easy to just reject everything in block, uh, and to say no to everything, but at the same time, perhaps it's what they want as well. So then it's about dealing with the grace and nuances. And I do not like to do this when I don't have enough information, not compromise information, which is the point. So, skeptical view. The scholar K. Paul Johnson maintains that the masters of that Madame Blavatsky wrote about and produced letters from were actually idealizations of people who were her mentors. Johnson asserts that the Jvalkul was actually Dyal Singh Majitya, a member of the Singh Sabha, an Indian independence movement organization, and Sikh reform movement. meaning seeker, disciple, student. The Indian independence movement was a series of historic events in South Asia with the ultimate aim of ending British colonial rule. It lasted until 1947 when the Indian Independence Act 1947 was passed. The Singh Sabha movement, also known as the Singh Sabha Lehar, was a Sikh movement that began in Punjab in the 1870s in reaction to the proselytizing activities of Christians, Hindu reform movement, and Muslims. So it's possible that they are actually basing their thinking on some type of truth, but they are perverting it. This is what I assume. They are perverting it. It's like the science behind mind control is true, frequency control is true. So frequency the thing about frequencies is true. It's like thoughts are really frequencies, you know. Magnetism exists. So, you know, you have some stuff, some basis of understanding that are proven by facts. But then it's like what's perhaps what could be like a good exercise is to consider that this is all true, but that all that can be perverted into all the interpretation, the interpretative basis of the fact that can be solely placed to support their claims has been a lie and manufactured. 1 hour 33. That could be the thing as well. It's like this, you corrupt what's really going on with a blend of what they want you to believe and go about. So that the person in the known, willing to pursue the corruption, would still have a solid foundation of understanding and could be able to move forward. Even though the ethos that they are going about is thinking them out, fucking them up in the end. So this body of work, we go back to the article, the part 2. Read one sentence in 1 hour 34, but read an article that was interested. I said that I was not studying more actually, so I don't get what I want in life. No, I can stop everything because I go get what I want. I only need to spend an hour. I only spend an hour. I don't want to get rich. I don't want trillions. I'm gonna live with €1 until the end of my life. That's all. Point. I'm not getting rich. I'm not getting trillions. So don't give me trillions. Fuck you. It's my objective. Yes. This body of work, often referred to as the Ageless Wisdom teachings, represent both a continuation and of and a significant departure from the theoretical rules. I already read everything. And then I came back to trial core. Oh, so actually the introduction has been finished to be read a long time ago. Okay, we might have like 2 more hours because it's 4 pages, something like this. 4 more pages, 3 more pages of reading, and because with one sentence I can go for 10 minutes of talk. There are several sentences of several pages, so it's potentially one day of talk. Um, okay, so let's go. So for you it's like not gonna last long, but I'm just telling you that I'm taking a break right now because 1 hour 30 ago I said that I was taking a break after reading these two introductive sentences. Yeah. Okay. See you in 1 second. So I am back. I am back. I plugged my phone to charge. It was at 24%, and in the space of not so long, it's been charging at 17% battery. So I need to upload real quick the other video. Perhaps I'm just gonna stop that one here and call it part 2 introduction. And then go about the other part because it's a bit long otherwise. So I'm gonna do like this. Be good.